Hello and welcome to another episode of Signals from the Inside. I'm your host, Maisie Lovett, and this is a space where we decode your body symptoms that no one can explain so you can finally understand what your body is trying to tell you. On today's episode, let's talk about why intermittent fasting isn't working in perimenopause and might actually be making things worse. I have a lot of ladies that come to me who are trying intermittent fasting, or they're typically doing all the right things. They're eating healthy, they're eating whole foods typically, they are prioritizing their protein, they're doing all the right things, working out 3 to 4 days a week. And it's almost like no matter what they do, their body is either bloated, the weight is creeping up, all the things are happening. And so sometimes they'll try to come in and they'll add intermittent fasting. Now, let's talk about intermittent fasting for a second. Typically, the messaging around it is where you're skipping breakfast, you're eating in a smaller window, and you're burning more fat. And for some people, that can work. Absolutely. But for a lot of women, especially in perimenopause, it does quite the opposite. Because let's explain why for a second. During perimenopause, your body is already more sensitive to stress. So your hormones are already shifting around so much and so frequently. Every 2 to 3 days, your hormones are moving. Your system is just trying to find stability. When it's not given the right environment for stability, and then you want to add fasting on top of that, it can actually create more stress, more pressure, and less safety. Especially if you're already busy and running around, you're managing a lot of things, you've got a lot of responsibilities, you're pushing through your day, maybe you're starting to feel fatigue. So what happens is that your body starts increasing cortisol. Your blood sugar becomes unstable, which can also lead to more cravings. You might be having more cravings in the evening, or you might feel fatigued in the afternoon. Maybe you're living on coffee and chaos. And you're now having disrupted sleep. Insomnia starts to creep in. You might go to sleep for a little bit. Maybe you're waking up every 30 minutes to an hour. You're tossing and turning. You just feel like you're running and racing all night. And your energy crashes sometimes midday or every so often. Every few days, you just feel this crash. Ironically, your body's going to hold on to more weight. So now we're adding in skipping meals. Because sometimes that's what we try to do, right? We're trying to be good, trying to push through the hunger pains, if there's any, or we don't feel hungry hardly at all. Again, your body's under more stress, not less stress. So what works for fat loss has to be the things that works with your body and with the transitions, with the hormone shifts. As it's changing, you have to change and adjust your nutrition with it, along with your workouts. Less stress equals more safety and stability, which is what the nervous system is looking for. So it doesn't mean that intermittent fasting is bad. It just means, number one, it's not right for everybody. Number two, it's not right at every stage. And number three, it's not right in every state of your body, especially when your body needs more support, not more restriction. And I'm not saying, look, you can eat your calories, your macros, all the things in the safe window of eating. But if you're packing them on more there and you're spending more time fasted, it just sometimes does the opposite. If you're not feeling like the intermittent fasting work that you're doing is getting you the results you're looking for, then it's probably something that we need to look deeper into. Because again, in perimenopause, your body often responds better to consistent nourishment, balanced meals, not bigger, more majority, bigger packed meals. Sometimes it's less because then there's less stomach acid that your body requires to have to break everything down. And it's a lot of process to do, especially when you're eating bigger meals. While yes, you're getting your calories and your macros in those meals and in that window, it just has to work twice as hard. So it doesn't support your nervous system at the same time. And in some cases, like I said, it creates more stress through that restriction. This is why when a client comes to work with me, I don't do a one size fits all approach. We're looking at your body, what it actually needs, and based on where it is right now in the next season you're trying to get to. This is where we look at as your body shifts and changes, we have to shift and change the nutrition, the workouts, everything so that your systems operate in the way that they're supposed to and nothing feels overloaded. It's exactly why we have to map it first. Because if your body is also holding on to pressures, trauma, stressors, patterns, everything from the past, which definitely comes up during perimenopause because it's a transition to a different phase of life, you're phasing out of the old and into this new. It comes with a lot of mental resistance because no woman wants to feel like she's old and shut down. We want to feel young and vibrant and free. This is where mapping your body, we can take a look at what's the deeper rooted issues. We can decode the symptoms, get the real root problem of what's going on, and map out the next step so that it is an easier transition. You are rebalancing your body, your gut, your hormones, your metabolism, and you're providing your body the success, the weight loss, the health, the healing that you're looking for. So, I invite you to DM me MAP if that's the kind of conversation you're ready to have and you're ready to step into. There's no pressure to move forward or anything. It just gives you permission to see clearer and to understand your body better. And as always, if you like the content that I'm putting out, I encourage you to give me a like, share, a subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.